everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Drakengard 2 Weapon Stories. This time we're here to cover Scream. Though it was a pretty crappy weapon, let's hope its story is not. Scream is a weapon that was in Drakengard 1 that I never covered, so first we'll be covering Drakengard 1's story, and then we'll cover this game's story. Without further ado, let's get this show on the road. There once was a handsome young man who stole from village to village, seducing the maidens and promising his hand in marriage. Captivated by his charm and beauty, the young women gave him their land, their gold, their livestock, and their hearts. But one midsummer festival, his victims met and discovered the young man's frauds. The incensed women vowed revenge. With the help of the king of the fairies, they cast a curse upon the youth, dooming the suitor's still living soul to be sealed within this sword. Even now, from deep within the cold steel of the blade, you can hear the pitiful screams of the young man as he laments his callous crimes. The young man lived to trick young girls. Gleefully, he stole their hearts and wealth. But in time, the women he'd scorned banded together and sought the help of the Fairy King, who sealed the young man's spirit in a sword. Trapped inside the cold blade, he came to regret his sins. Then time passed. The women grew old, and one by one they died. With each woman's death, time which had been halted returned to the man who had never known old age within the blade. As it did so, his hatred for the women who had imprisoned him grew. When the last of the women died, the curse was finally broken, and he regained his physical form. Once the young man's body had been restored, his desire knew no bounds. He tricked one woman after another, stole hearts and wealth, until one day he met a beautiful young woman and fell in love for the very first time. He gave her all his love and wealth, but she felt nothing for him and left town with another man. The young woman committed the same crimes as the young man, and in time, the men she scorned tried to seal her spirit into this sword. Just as they were about to cast the sealing spell, the young man pushed his beloved out of the way and took her place inside the blade, which was turned red by his passion. There he remains. Irony's a bitch, isn't it?